Hey everyone, this is Joe. Welcome back. For today's video, I thought I'd do something a little bit different because it actually involves a subject that I've never talked about before and a project that I've never tried before. So last week, well, it wasn't last week, a couple weeks ago, for my monthly Patreon subscribers, I decided to offer them a subscription box, a curated box for a fixed price, $50. To see whether there is a market out there for a product like this. I know people have done these in the past. There's the Incredible Box from my friends at Truffet. There's Bespoke Post, which isn't really stationery, but I guess stationery adjacent. There's sticker boxes, and I thought it might be fun to try to put together a small number of packages, 10 to start with, and select some of what I thought were my favorite products out there that go a little bit unappreciated, either because they've been around for a while, they're extremely common, or they're hard to get your hands on, and I've managed to source some. So I put together this first set, and I thought I would just kind of talk about each one, why I included it, what I like about it, and also to solicit some feedback about whether this is something that I should consider doing more broadly or not. Everybody who got a box seemed to enjoy it on Patreon. I know it was a very small number, and I'm going to try again for later in the summer. I would probably do this quarterly if I continue to do it. I may try again later in the summer with a little bit of a different layout. But to start, the main thing that everybody got in the box was this, which is the Pentel Sharp Kerry mechanical pencil. This is one of my favorite mechanical pencils ever made because it's a capped mechanical pencil. And the clicker is built into the cap. So you can carry this in your pocket without stabbing yourself in the leg or bending the pipe. And it's also just really comfortable to use. I mean, it's got this part is metal. I believe this part may be plastic down here, or these parts are both plastic. This part is metal, but it's a really smooth, streamlined design that's been around relatively unchanged since the 60s. This is my personal one. The green color is my favorite. So everybody got a Pentel Sharp Kerry, I believe in either black or blue, and it's 0.5 millimeter. And I also gave everyone a pack of the Uni Smudge Proof mechanical pencil leads in one of these 3 pastel special edition colors that I managed to source from Japan. Uni makes great mechanical pencil lead. It doesn't smear. If you're someone who takes a lot of notes and tends to rub your hands over them afterwards, or even if you're a lefty and want to write with pencil, I highly recommend this particular mechanical pencil lead. And these are cool. I like these. The off-white is probably my favorite. Let's see. Everybody got a bottle of TWSBI Fountain Pen Ink. Now this is TWSBI's 18 milliliter bottle with all of the different colors. This one here is crimson, but there's also forest green, evergreen. There's I want to say around a dozen different colors that they've come out with over the years. These are very good inks. They're inexpensive and they don't get as much attention as I think they should. So I shipped out 10 bottles of them. Hopefully people will try them and enjoy them, and more people will try this part of the TWSBI lineup. The big bottles, the big 70 milliliter bottles, those sell really well. The blue, black, and midnight blue are all really well known. I think people should pay more attention to these because these are good inks as well. Everybody got one notebook. What I included was one of the new Midori MD A7 notebooks, which is this really small, almost smaller than what I would call pocket-sized notebook. And to show you just how small this is, I'll compare it to an A6. I can also demonstrate here. In international paper sizes, as opposed to the American paper sizing, as you go down in size, like from an A6 to an A7, the next number is half the size of the previous number. So an A7 is half the size of an A6. Likewise, an A6 is half the size of an A5, and so on. An A5 will be half the size of an A4. A lot of people ask me about paper numbering, and I thought this was an interesting opportunity to give you a little visual demonstration. But anyway, everyone got one of these notebooks. I pulled 2 lined, but there's a blank version as well. These are really nice. I like them. The blank version I think would be very handy to use as an ink sampling or ink cataloging book for a pen show. Midori paper is very fountain pen friendly. Okay, so let's turn to the wood case pencil side of things. Each box recipient also received one of these, which is one of my favorite pencil sharpeners. It's the NJK 531S, which is a long point handheld sharpener from Japan. I first discovered these years ago at CW Pencils in New York City, and they're just a very simple one-piece pencil sharpener, one stage canister to hold the shavings. The blade is replaceable. You just pop this little thing out, and each sharpener comes with a replacement blade. So I actually need a fresh one. I previously did a dry run of this video and realized that I don't have the NJK that I typically keep on my desk, because I think I took it to my day job office. So we'll sharpen up one of these pencils. Now, everybody who got a Patreon subscription box, or not subscription box, curated box, got a couple of these Camel pencil special editions that they did in collaboration with CW Pencils years ago. When they closed, I bought a gross of them just because I love these pencils. I love Camel pencils. They have the integrated eraser. This one has a 2B lead, a 2B core. It's super smooth. It's not part of their standard lineup. I really hope they will agree to make 2B pencils again. But these aren't generally for sale. I want to keep as many of these as I can for my own use, because I use these all the time. But I will occasionally, drop them in a giveaway, or give them to friends, give them in a shop, give them away in the shop if somebody comes in. Just ask. And of course, I put them in the in this inaugural Patreon box. But we'll use these to demonstrate how the NJK works. Keep going. I like these sharpeners because they give you kind of a really nice long writing point, but it's not so long that the lead breaks. See, it's a great long point pencil sharpener. You can see how efficient it is too. It didn't chew up a lot of the pencil. Make sure that's. So anyway, these are great, great pencils, Camel pencils from Japan, NJK, long point sharpener, also from Japan, but these are among my favorite wood case pencil related products, and I'm glad that I've got to spread them out and expose as many people as possible to them, because I hope they become more popular than they are. And last but not least, I created for this box a TGS signature Anterique ballpoint. So I've done, another video, which I'll drop in the links, about the Anterique ballpoint. It's a Japanese low viscosity ballpoint, similar to the Uniball Jetstream. Uses a mock ball refill by a company called Anterique Stationery out of Tokyo. And what a lot of people don't know is that all the parts are directly interchangeable. So for this curated subscription box, I thought it would be fun to give people a TGS signature Anterique pen in red and black. Now, after I shared this little hack, people have been deluging me on social media with their own color combinations that they've created out of their Anterique pens. Pro tip, the mustard yellow color pairs really well with just about everything, especially the other muted shades. But I think anything black and red looks great. This is the clear red and the pitch black. This one looks really nice. So that's it for the products. I'm sure you all are wondering what this letter is. This is actually the original. I put a copy of this handwritten description of all the different products into every box that went out. And it kind of walks through what each product is and why I like it. And I'll continue to do that. I kind of like that when you have a subscription box or a curated box, and they take the time to write out exactly what each product is, why they like it, why they chose it. This box was kind of themed around my underappreciated favorites. I think for the next box, I'll do a different theme. I may do one box that's entirely pencil related. I may do one box that's entirely fountain pen related. And I may do one box that's entirely paper related, or I'll just, mix them all up again, or I'll do something completely random. But I had a lot of fun doing this. It did take me a while to get all the boxes packed and shipped because it is just me and my wife doing a lot of the fulfillment. We are going to get some more help soon, but we're not going to really be able to grow a true subscription box or curated box product line outside of the Patreon without sacrificing the ability to ship regular store orders in due time. So, this is probably going to remain a niche for our Patreon supporters who we really appreciate. But if you'd like to check out the Patreon, everyone there will have a chance to get in on the next round of boxes, which should drop in a couple months. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.